everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Bear with me this week, it's going to be a bit of a week. Young Spotty is scheduled for crossing the Rainbow Bridge on Thursday, assuming he makes it that far. When I say young, he's nearly 14 and has been had mouth cancer, diagnosed about a year ago. He was given 6 weeks to maximum 12 months a year ago, and he's made full use of his 12 months. But this last couple of weeks, the decline has been incredibly fast, so that awful decision has had to be made. Okay, well, that was a bit of a non-event. I've had lunch. The Oz Alert test went off. Yeah, pretty much the phone, even though it's on silent mode, went bloop, 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 and any other phones in the house did the same. And there was just a message that came up on the phone that just said, this is a test of Oz Alert, Australia's new emergency warning system. No action is required. In an actual emergency, follow the instructions in the alert to keep yourself and others safe. And then, just a guideline, as to how to find the website if you're wanting some more information. So, yeah, for all you cookers out there, how much did you spend on your Faraday bag for your phone and your tinfoil hat for your head and all the rest of it? Oh, poor words. Oh dear. And then, of course, if there ever was an emergency, they'd be the first ones squealing and demanding government assistance. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular video? A couple of people have sent me articles in regards to this and videos in regards to this, so let us have a look. A particular card that's come up there. And then I've got, legal proceedings, and then suicide, legal proceedings, and dismemberment. What am I reading on? I'm reading on a prosecutor in Ecuador that investigating the US boat strikes and claims of torture was unalived in the street the other day. I'm just having a quick read of this. The prosecutor assigned to investigate the US strikes on 3 Ecuadorian boats and the 36 survivors' subsequent accounts of torture and kidnapping was unalived in the coastal city of Manta last month. Several weeks back. According to police, on June the 14th, so what are we looking at? We're looking at 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. A hitman aboard a black motorcycle opened fire on Alexandra Bravo as she and her sister were leaving a cafe. Bravo's sister, who jumped to protect her, was also killed in the attack. My question is going to be, was this a hit job because she was the prosecutor in this US crimes against humanity case? Now, just be aware though, she is the 26th member of Ecuador's judicial system to be unalived since 2020. The second individual investigating state crimes that had been unalived this week. So she was actually a prosecutor against organised crime. Kind of surprised she was in a cafe, but she's been, unprotected. Just one would think if you were prosecuting against organised crime, you'd look, you'd suppose you have to still live your life, but she was working on the Fiorella, Francesca and Marca cases, where a series of drone attacks on civilian fishing ships exposed by drop site in April. 2 of the boat's crews returned home and reported being abducted, blindfolded and starved for 8 days by American gunmen in US military uniforms aboard a US flag patrol ship before being abandoned in El Salvador. Crimes of passion here. And then we got wooded area, so this is abandoned somewhere. Again, we've got this dismemberment card. My question is, I'm using the True Crime deck. I'm going to do a full spread on this, and then I'll use the Runic Tarot. My question in regards to this is going to be, was she unalived? So we're looking at 6 weeks ago on orders of the US. Not talking about you guys. I mean, the CIA is well known, well documented for taking out this sort of activity. Tell me, the cult, trust your intuition. Okay. So trust your intuition that these are members of, well, if I say a cult, and we've got legal proceedings. It's the second time I've seen that card, but I didn't show it the first time. Legal proceedings. We've got the child and a gift, so something new being presented about how this is a revenge case. There might be some documents missing. Okay. Now, this is one of these cases that is going to the International Criminal Court. It was also, they recently, I believe, Ecuador had a balloting, and the US regime supported candidate got in. So probably to try and bring a stop to this. Got the desert. Drugs, poison, desert, fraud. I mean, believe it or not, there are good cards. Burial. Something being buried. So you've got the desert here. Now, it can be the Saudis. Oh, goodness me. I mean, you know, the orange idiots. Aside from the fact that the majority of those involved in 9/11 were Saudis, the attack was made on Iraq. Weren't Iraqis, they were Saudis, and the Saudis got handsomely rewarded, and then they've given money to the felon's family, billions to the felon's family, and again have been handsomely rewarded for it. Something with the desert. The desert, drugs. So, okay, thank you. The camel. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I've got it. Okay. Sorry. My guides are like, sometimes you're so slow. This is reminding me of the camels on the Silk Road, the trafficking, the moving of goods from one place to another, and the claim of it being drugs. Okay? That's fake. Fraud. That is fake. This shipping from one part of the world to another of drugs is fake. Fraud and the burial, trying to bury it. You've got social media. Oh, that's interesting. The love of social media and the unaliving of oneself. Okay. Is there going to be something planted? Come on down so you can watch me shuffle. Is there going to be something planted that makes it look like it's a personal vendetta? Is there going to be something planted? Makes Alexandra's social media, perhaps? I don't. A fake social media account that's going to make it look like this was a personal vendetta, like a jilted lover or something. neglect, abuse, a gift, and a gift. It's almost like this neatly wrapped up, presented with a bow present about neglect and abuse. Man-made disaster for a couple. A produced, I'm going to say, yeah, there's the female. Sorry, I just have a sip of pineapple juice. Taking a while to get rid of this cold, but everyone who's had it says it lingers. The end of it lingers for ages. The gift that's going to be presented about some sort of almost funky abuse has been made up about the couple. Got the female, the water, and the missing document to do with what happened on the water. Mind control, caregiver. Someone who's going to, it's almost like someone who's going to try to make it go away. Which is why I want to have a closer look at it. It's all right, I'll look after it type thing. Mind control and I'll look after it. Okay, was prosecutor Alexandra. Sorry, I'll have to look up her surname again. I've got a memory like a sieve. Bravo, of course, Bravo, prosecutor Bravo, who was representing. I'm going to ask straight out. Was it a regime ordered? Was it a authority ordered hit? Alphabet hit. Clean up. That's a yes. I'm trying to see who ordered it. I can't get past Miller. Clean up. There's some sort of life insurance. Oh yeah, it was absolutely clean up, life insurance and homicide. Because you got imprisonment, cover up, assassination. Far out, man. Because those that are involved know that they're a cover up to avoid imprisonment. Hidden in plain sight. Find themselves trapped though due to an egotism. Strangulation, male. And fake death. It might be as they bring out fraud of the affair, fraud about a supposed affair, someone meeting an accident. There's that mind control again. And the orders came from the party. Whoever is, so I don't know about her social media, but whoever I suspect is being named the male, there's going to be a fake death. I mean, this could have been Epps, could have been Said, could have been Jean-Luc Brunel. But that doesn't feel right. It feels like it's almost like there's going to be a note from the jilted male or something, but it's fake. You'll not be surprised if news about a male comes out about it, saying, "Oh, but whatever." You know what I mean? Like making it out to be some sort of petty lovers tiff, but it's not. Okay, I will ask in a minute if somebody else is going to take the case up. Let's have a look. This Ecuador prosecutor, Alexandra Bravo. Five of Pentacles, moral, financial, ethical, corruption, but also, the blowing up of the boats, leaving these people wounded and abandoned, torture. Got the Empress, though. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. Someone new may step in. Another female. Come on down, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Tell me more about the unaliving of Alexandra Bravo 6 weeks ago, thereabouts. She was representing and had talked to the survivors of the US attacks, US military attacks. They had reported that they had been detained and tortured. I'm feeling Abu Ghraib. I can never remember the name of the waterboarding, I'm getting I can't breathe. Starving them and then dump them in a completely different country. There are 3 parties involved. Bringing this information forward, Ace of Swords and Justice. And we've got the Empress again, bringing forth something new. Yeah, they are, oh gosh, absolutely war crimes. Absolutely. Okay, ask me about her unaliving. Let's just straight out ask now. Oh, I was tuning in my divining rods over the weekend. One feels heavier than the other, and it doesn't matter what hand I put it in, which one I use. The one in my right hand always feels heavier. Doesn't matter which of the 2 rods is in that hand. So that was really interesting. I'll have to keep going. Got there's the Justice card again. And then you got the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, sorry, the abuse of power, the deceit. My question was it a CIA hit job? I think that's a yes. Justice and 5 of Swords. Sneaking into camp, going into camp, burning the lot down, taking off with some of the goods. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'll pop those back and ask again, do full spread. I think, yes, the CIA, it was a hit job organised from within the US. Okay, right. I'm getting not CIA, the civilian one, but the military version. Would that be SEAL Team 6 or something that the Orange Idiot's always going on about? STX? Tell me, was it a regime-ordered hit job? The Wheel of Fortune turning. Karma coming and biting on the backside. Was it a US regime-ordered hit job. Challenged by the Two of Swords. Trying to prevent something from progressing, legal action progressing. So the Wheel of Fortune was turning. She had the information. They were trying to control the wheel. Nobody can control the wheel though. And it was the challenge is to try and stop the legal action moving forward, because you got the bodies on the tree there. The feminine strength, she had strength in her case. She was coming for them. There was strength. In the past, the Six of Wands, a lot of documented information coming forward. Eight of Wands, documented information coming forward and collated. Crowning the reading, the Three of Wands, yes, a plan involving overseas. And the plan came to fruition. There might have been three involved. One on the motorbike, one on the back of the motorbike potentially. I don't know that they said how many were on the motorbike. And then there was a third. I'm seeing the motorbike get ditched. Where did it get ditched? It's like it's being skidded sideways. I'll just have a look to see whether it got found. So the prosecutor was under pressure from her superiors at the AG's office to treat the US attacks as exclusively cases of disappearance. The source, who asked for anonymity out of fear of retaliation, said that she was to close all lines of inquiry after the 36 to 44 missing men were found, despite arriving with severe injuries. See, this is my first time reading this, and we had that Five of Pentacles, including 70% vision loss, feet torn to flesh and bone, which medical experts found consistent with explosions and torture. There were three vessels. Three vessels. So that must have been the vessels' names that I read earlier. But internal challenges to the investigation. So within the Ecuadorian government, they were trying to stop it as well. Okay. The source said that given the lack of cooperation from partner agencies, Bravo had asked for advice on how to pursue new sources of evidence. In the days leading up to her death, she was relocated to the Attorney General's office. Her caseload changed, and she was no longer in charge of investigating the 3 boat attacks. Okay. Her replacement had been explicitly instructed not to speak to the press, the one that was looking into these, and that the investigation was sealed. Okay. Unbelievable. So there were three vessels involved in this. Now this symbol here can mean warrior, can mean justice. So this could be justice for 3 vessels. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, the immediate future. Moving this case forward. So was the attack ordered? It could be getting it out of Dodge, moving this legal information out of troubled waters, or hopefully into the light, but let's see where it goes. Externally, the Ace of Pentacles, this will be the sealed documents protected. You've got the Six of Cups, internally the families. Hopes and fears, the Moon, the secrets being revealed under the darkness. being brought out of the darkness, things that happened in that they want kept hidden being revealed. This could also be this Ace of Pentacles, someone getting the information out of the country. Oh, the Six of Wands, a victory, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Claiming victory. I think there were 3 people that went, that were involved in her unaliving. There might be victory here, finding out who it is. And then they face jail, perhaps. This absolute corrupt disregard for human life. I'm hoping this is the case going forward. The Knight of Swords, rash actions in partnership with others. 2 of Cups in partnership with the Emperor is going to be their downfall. 10 of Swords, downfall, as it will all come to light. It will come to light, no matter how hard they try. This bombing and burning of the ships with that 4 of Pentacles, and a lot of anxiety surrounding it at the moment within the regime. Yeah, I think it's still going to come to light. They're trying by taking her out, but I think somebody might be getting the information out of the country, or already has. This is why, because was it last week? Rubio was threatening the International Criminal Court because he, Kegs, and the Orange Idiot. Now, the Orange Idiot is not going to live long enough, so he knows he and Kegs are going to be absolutely wearing it. Does the International Criminal Court already have this information? 3 of Pentacles, working behind the scenes, and the 7 of Wands to bring down the wrath of God. There's a lot of money involved trying to stop this from going forward. The raping, pillaging, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, trying to stop it from going forward. But here's the Judgment card. And here's the 7 of Swords, the sneaking into camp and unaliving. I think they've got it already. So there's the 8 of Wands, the documented information, and the 10 of Wands. Has the information, the seed's been planted for the next stage, the future coming forward. I think the ICC already have it, and they're investigating themselves. So it's like they took her out, but it makes no difference. They're still going down, because I'm feeling she documented it, and then as she documented it, she got a copy of it, of what she had documented out. Oh, they're so incompetent, these regimes. They think by threatening or unaliving individuals that it will stop. No, it doesn't. Unaliving Saeed and Brunel and whatever is Jean-Luc Brunel and whatever his name is in Epps is not stopping it coming out. There is no holding back of this truth, and they're going to be held accountable. And by trying to cover it up and avoid, they're just making it worse for themselves. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I shall catch you shortly.